What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Hope all you're having a great day so far today. Yep, I'm in a whole different setup today. I'm actually on a weekend getaway. It's a beautiful town. I'm in Bangor, Maine. It's very beautiful. Small town. I love it. Because I'm a big small town kind of guy. Like I love a small town. It gives me that hallmark moment, that hallmark feel, and I love it. Let me see if I can show you guys around a little bit. So, yeah, this is the room. I love it. You know what I mean? I so love it. Um, I encourage everybody if you can find some way to get away, even if it's for a weekend or something, do it. Because it's so much stress going on in the world, and it's like sometimes you got to get away. Because Lord knows, I had to. Like you know, work was kicking my ass. Everything I had to go. I had to take some time for me, and that's what people don't understand. There's nothing wrong with taking time for you. You know what I mean? More people need to understand that and do that. But getting into this episode of GH, I enjoyed this episode. I'm glad Nina stopped Obrecht from killing Esme because she definitely was gonna do it. Um, I wouldn't have put it past Obrecht. She went up in that room and stuff, and Esme was terrified. You know, and she kept telling Obrecht that she didn't remember anything. You know what I mean? Because Obrecht was out for vengeance. Um, and she wanted some answers from Esme, but Esme was like, "I can't tell you anything because I don't know anything." She was like, "I don't remember anything. I didn't do anything to Brit or whatever. I don't know." Um, Obrecht wasn't buying it. She didn't care. Obrecht had tunnel vision at this point. Like she did not want to hear nothing Esme really had to say because she wasn't believing her. Um, but thank God, Nina, like I said, she got into that room because her and Sonny were in Britt's office and stuff because Nina was, getting the rest of the stuff that Obrecht already packed up for Britt. And that's when they were wondering where the hell Obrecht was. And Sonny was wondering if she found out Esme was admitted. And that's when Nina got the aha moment, like, oh, let me go find her. Um, but she ended up injecting something, a sedative into Esme's IV, because she realized that Esme was pregnant when Esme moved the tray or whatever. She realized Esme was pregnant, and she was gonna smother that girl. Like she was dead ass gonna smother her. And Nina was like, "You are not about to kill a pregnant girl. Like you are not about to do that." And Obrecht said, "Of course not." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know, Obrecht. You look like you was, ready to do some damage to me." Um, but Nina got her out of there. She snuck her out the hospital, got her back to her place and stuff like that. Obrecht, I totally understand where Obrecht is coming from. I can't even blame her. You know what I'm saying? But she got to calm down with all that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're about to kill somebody that you don't even have proof that they did anything. All you know is that she's a suspect. That's all you know. You don't have the proof. And if you killed her and her child, then you would feel like shit. You know what I'm saying? That you murdered an innocent person. Even though Esme may not be an innocent little flower, but she's innocent of this particular crime. And I know that that would eat at Obrecht, and that's not something Britt would want, for her mother to have to live with that. Um, so Nina, while Nina was home, she was looking through Britt's box and stuff like that. Nina didn't notice that Britt had a file on Willow, her chemotherapy file. She didn't even notice it, and I'm like, damn, you ain't even look in the file. Um, 'Cause I'm pretty sure she definitely would have peeked in it if she would have seen that file. Because Nina nosy like that, so I'm sure she would have peeked up in there. So anyway, moving on from that, Nicholas. Nicholas continues to be a dumbass. He had ran into Sonny or whatever, and pretty much told Sonny about Spencer or whatever, because he was asking Sonny if he talked to Spencer because Spencer's not answering his calls. So Sonny was like, "Well, what the hell did you do now?" So he was telling him about Esme being pregnant. So Sonny assumed that Spencer was the father, but that's when Nicholas had to tell him like, "No, I'm the father." Sonny was so disgusted by that. Sonny was like, "You nasty son of a bitch." Sonny said, "Bow," like he just knocked him dead on his ass. And I'm not even mad at Sonny for beating Nicholas. I'm not even mad at it because Nicholas needs his ass beat at this point. Somebody had to do it. I don't blame Sonny. You know what I mean? Like Sonny has done some horrible things in his lifetime, but it's like, damn, dog. You slept with your son's girlfriend and got her pregnant. Like, that's a big hell to the no. So I don't I don't blame Sonny, for wanting to put some knuckle knocks on the head of Nicholas. I don't blame him. And somebody had came up and asked, once Sonny left, somebody asked Nicholas if he wanted to press charges. Nicholas was like, no, of course you're not going to press charges. You're not stupid. Um, and Liz asked him what happened, and he told Liz what happened. Liz was like, do you have a death wish? Like, why would you tell Sonny of all people that? You know what I'm saying? But I mean, Sonny was going to find out anyway because pretty much a bunch of other people already know. So it was bound to get to Sonny anyway. Nicholas is just an idiot. And he continues to be an idiot because now he's sitting there telling Liz, assuring her that nobody's going to find out about all this because he got Demetrius scrubbing Windermere in the tower clean of Esme's presence. So that way nobody would know that she was there. And if she does remember, it'd be her word against theirs, or their word against hers or whatever. And I'm like, Liz cannot keep listening to Nicholas because every time Nicholas promised her something or assure her that he has everything under control, that's when another bombshell pops up. You know what I'm saying? That's when another secret gets revealed or their plan hits another dead end. So she can't put all her faith in Nicholas. I'm sorry, but she can't. That's just stupid. It's like, why would you continuously put your faith in him? Like, he's proven over and over again that he does not have this under control at all. You know what I'm saying? It's like Liz needs to take control and protect herself. Forget about Nicholas. She needs to call Scott, tell him everything that's going on so he can mount a defense just in case this girl remembers something and there is proof that links Elizabeth to this. That way, Scott has time to get a defense going so he can keep her out of prison. She needs to stop worrying about her and Nicholas and start worrying about her. You know what I'm saying? Because Nicholas is not a genuine friend. Like, he got her into this mess and he's getting her deeper and deeper in. And it's like the more you're getting in, the more charges you're going to be racking up for yourself. Like, stop believing in Nicholas and start looking out for yourself and your kids. You know what I'm saying? That's what Elizabeth needs to do. And stop looking at Nicholas like he's some type of friend and he has her best interests at heart, because he does not. And he keeps trying to sneak into Esme's room and Elizabeth keeps telling him, like, stay out of her room. Like, don't try to go talk to her. Don't go try to see her, because if Esme sees him, it might trigger a memory. And, it might trigger a memory and she may start talking. She may remember everything. All her memories may come flooding back. So, Liz is doing whatever she can to try to help the situation, I guess, but she's doing a piss poor job of it, because at the end of the day, you're just making stuff worse for yourself too. So anyway, moving on from that. So Drew is still hot on the trail of Mr. Josiah. Like, he got his reporter trying to track down the 3 Josiahs that's in Arizona that went off the grid or whatever. Or, he's trying to track them down. And he's trying to ask Willow whatever she can remember about Josiah. And Willow was like, last time she saw him, she was young. You know what I mean? Harmony took her to go see him. And that was the last time she saw him, I guess. And when they went to the commune, or when they joined Dawn of Day or whatever, that's when Shiloh had Harmony break off all contact with Josiah. So she really don't know much about it. Because Drew was like, basically, he could be the biggest lead that they would have, in finding her biological parents. So she got a call from Terry or whatever, and her chemotherapy, like her chemo results are not in yet. But they did find a match for her as far as like a donor. They found a donor match. So if it's not Nina, then I wonder who the donor match is. Because I don't think it's Nina. They found somebody in the registry. Unless Nina may have have tested herself a while back. Unless it could be somebody else, I'm not sure. But, hopefully it works out for Willow. I just hate that she waited so long to get treatment. But hopefully, it does work out for her. And she can survive and her child can survive. Because last thing Michael needs is another dead girlfriend / fiance. That's the last thing he needs. Because Lord knows a woman around him been dying. So anyway, moving on from that. Spencer catches up with Cameron and whatnot to talk about everything that's been going on with Esme, her pregnancy, the fact that Nicholas is the father. Like, he was just dropping bomb after bomb on Cameron. And Cameron looked like hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, Cameron just looked like stir-fried crap. You know, and I don't blame him. You know, the man just went through a breakup. He's working all these hours. You know, somebody called out, and he's back at work. Mind you, he just worked pretty much all day to New Year's Eve and all night. You know what I mean? Late night. And now he has to come back to work and work some more. I feel bad for Cam. You know what I mean? It's just like, when this dude gonna catch a break? Like, I just really want Cameron to have a big glow up. You know what I'm saying? Like a huge glow up. Job wise, college. You know, I hope he graduates college one day, gets a banging degree, you know, gets a banging career. He gets a hot woman. You know what I'm saying? And Jocelyn is just there, you know, looking miserable. But you know what? I'm just kidding, because I'm not even going to wish misery on her. But I just want to see Cameron win. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Cameron deserves a win, like a solid victory. I feel like he deserves. You know what I mean? That man has been through hell, and he deserves to win, you know, just to get ahead in life. So yeah, you know, they're going through all of that mess, and you know, he's bringing them up to speed on that. So Cam let Spencer know him and Jocelyn broke up and stuff like that, and Spencer automatically assumes that it has something to do with Dex. And that thought never popped into Cameron's head, because he was like, what the hell would Dex have to do with any of this and stuff like that? Because she never mentioned Dex. So I think sooner or later Cam gonna put the pieces together. If he sees Joss and Dex together in a compromising position or in a certain way, I think he's gonna start putting together, because by the end of this episode, I felt like he started to put the pieces together. When Dex showed up or whatever. And when him and Sonny and Spencer were leaving, I felt like Cam was putting the pieces together. The way he looked at Dex and Dex looked at him when he was leaving. I felt like Cam is starting to, you know, stir in his head. Like, yeah, maybe there's something to what Spencer's saying. I can't wait for him to find out, because William Lipton has been on fire. Especially the breakup scene between him and Jocelyn. It was pure gold. Like, William shined in that. Speaking of Sonny, you know, he came to see Spencer to break the news to him about Britt. And Spencer couldn't believe it. Spencer was in total denial and total shock, because he was like, he was just with Britt a few hours ago, and she was having the time of her life. You know, partying like there was no tomorrow. But unfortunately, there wasn't going to be a tomorrow for her. And he just had to go off by himself real quick, and he was like really holding back tears. Like, he was trying to hold back his tears. And I really felt bad for him, because it's like, damn, he lose another person. Him and Britt were like this. Like, they were super close, and I feel bad. You know, he pretty much was telling Sonny that he just can't deal with going back to Windermere right now. You know, he doesn't want to go back to Windermere, so Sonny was like, well, come home with me. You know, come back to my place or whatever. You come hang out, you know, at my home and stuff like that. You know, come chill. You know, it ain't like you got to go home right now or anything. And I agree. I feel like, you know, Spencer needs time to himself at this point. Let me see. I just want to look through my notes real quick and make sure I got everything on that scene. Let me see. Oh my goodness. So, yeah. I think that's what Spencer need to do. He need to go home with Sonny at this point, you know, and just get away from the stress of being at Windermere, get away from his father. He needs a break. So anyway, moving on from that, Dex was at, you know, Carly's house, trying to, I guess, tell Jocelyn or tell her about what happened with Britt and the hook and stuff like that. And, you know, Jocelyn pretty much had to tell Carly that she was the unidentified woman who was being attacked. And Carly was pissed, because she was like, why the hell didn't nobody tell me about this? I don't blame Carly, because when her daughter is in trouble, it's like, why am I just now finding out? Like, any parent would have had that reaction. Because Carly was furious. She was like, why the hell you ain't talk to the cops or whatever? So Dex pretty much had to chime in and was like, because he had an unregistered gun from Sonny and stuff like that, and he didn't want to have to answer those types of questions with the cops. You know, so Carly pretty much told Jocelyn, like, next time something is going on with you, you know, you need to let me know. Like, I got your back. Because Jocelyn had told Carly about her breakup with Cam, and I really don't feel bad for Jocelyn. I really don't. She could stop with the crocodile tears, because I don't feel bad for her at all. Like, she didn't even tell him the whole truth. Like, all she told Cameron was, oh, we grew apart. You didn't tell him the whole truth. You didn't tell him that you've been pretty much running behind Dex all this time. That you've been having feelings for him. That you, right before you broke up with Cam officially, that you slept with him. Like, you didn't tell him all these things. So I really don't feel bad for her. Then, on the episode prior, she had the audacity to ask Cam, oh, can we still be friends? Hell no. Hell no. I wouldn't want to still be friends with her. I wouldn't even want to look at her. So she could miss me with all them crocodile tears. You want to go be with Dex? Go be with Dex. He's all yours. And you're all his now. He could deal with your little whiny tail. You know, I wouldn't want to deal with her at the end of the day. So, anyway, I want to say that's everything in this episode. Let me look at my notes and make sure. Because, you know, I write down my notes all the time to make sure I don't forget anything. But I do have a feeling, real quick, I want to say this before I go. I have a feeling Carly is not going to be too keen on Jocelyn dating Dex. Because even though Jocelyn is an adult now, she could date whoever she wants without Carly's permission. Carly's not going to be too happy about this. Like, she's not. She's not going to be happy about it at all. Like, she don't want to see her daughter fall into the same trappings that she fell into. You know, dating some thug or some mobster. She don't want to see that. She don't want to see history repeat itself. But that might be where it's going. So, you might not be able to stop that. So anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought. And I will see you all Monday. Hope you all have a great night. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I will see you all later. Peace.